Hello everyone and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku Showboat. If you have been enjoying the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can of course support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. So last time we met, I set up rocket fuel production, which means that the final thing to do on my agenda that I have planned out thus far is to set up the actual utility tech cards. Hello, Ollie. Welcome. Welcome. I heard those claws. I heard those claws as you climbed, as you jumped. Are you going to jump on the green screen today, or are you going to like just be tail flicking on me? You're what? What are you doing? You're looking. You're looking at something. A doo doo. A doo doo doo. He's full of energy. He sees something. He's looking. What are you doing? You got your paws on my green screen. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're making the side show up. Da ba da ba da ba. Anyway, we've got Ollie now. It's time for the utility tech cards. The glorious and beautiful utility tech cards. So, this will require making some additional thingies, some additional research servers. Each research server is capable of producing a quarter of a tech card. Ideally, I would have at least about 4 of these. Ollie, are you going to climb my thing now? Are you gonna do a dolly and climb my green screen? No, he's gonna come. He's gonna come down next to me and then go off, I would imagine. Anyway, so I need all this stuff. This is lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Where am I going to do it? Okay, he fell. He went down. Ollie went to the ground. I guess I'll do this here. While I'm here, I'll set that as a thing, and we'll do that there. But I first need to get these buildings. Where are these buildings? Right here. So these will require me to grab a few things. Some electronic components, steel, and red circuits. So that's what I will go and do. Down here, I should have that. Stuff's going. Right over here is the electronic components, excuse me. And I'll just go ahead and grab my red circuits from red circuits. I could also take this and... Car cannot be fueled with rocket fuel. Well, alrighty then. Car can only be fueled with fuel. What is that purple fuel? What is that purple fuel? Advanced fuel. At advanced fuel tech. Fuel plus immersite equals advanced fuel. Well, what's the details? Details. I need details. Advanced fuel would logically be listed among all the things in here. You are 15 megajoules, the same as regular fuel, but you give 125% on speed. I don't know if that's worth using. I don't know if that's very worth it at all. Wow, nuclear fuel does not give you a speed boost either. I find that to be interesting choices. those are very interesting choices that I'm not sure I particularly agree with. Developers of Krastorio. Don't quite think I agree with that all that much. That particular decision. Anyway, off we go. Because the 125% on the advanced fuel is just a bit low. Yeah, if the fastest upgrade to the trains you can get is 25% through the solid fuels, that's like, eh? Yeah, but there are nuclear trains, too, so it's like, okay. I'm gonna make a few more, just to have some for production science, purple science. I also need to grab some copper and, well, labs. Labs, I have labs automated. I think. I think I automated labs at some point right in here. And I need to make sure that I make 39 more, because I'm pretty sure I'm carrying one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 39. 39 glorious advanced labs. I would hope that I can direct upgrade these guys. Just overlay them. Because this is going to be all of that stuff. There will be another type of lab to take over at some point. Okay, we're going to go over, do this upgrade, hook up the utility / production tech card belt line to this at the lab side of things. We're sort of doing things slightly out of order here, but we're preparing. We are prepping for the future. Just doing a little prep work here. Whoops, wrong way. Belt line all the way from up here. So this belt is for military science, if I ever do get military tech cards, and then this is going to be the production and utility. I have already done the requests here, so let's keep that in mind. Oh yeah, there's all the missing pieces in the middle. Yeah, let's make sure all of that gets fixed. That sounds like a good idea. Off you go. And down. Cool. Just gotta place the inserters and we'll be good. I'm just gonna do copy paste. Don't know how much faster that is than to just go down and manually place these. Probably just not faster at all. There. We're done! Not quite, because I have to actually place the labs. It is a direct upgrade on the labs, so that is very good to know. Very useful information. It doesn't take basic tech cards anymore. Interesting. In fact, none of my available techs take basic tech cards anymore. So I don't have a thing to do with basic tech cards anymore. That... I don't like when mods do this. I don't like when mods do this because the whole idea behind having a consistent production goal across all sciences means that you have to have some sort of sync for all sciences. And if you specifically design your labs around not being able to take all the sciences, then what the hell are people supposed to do to get an accurate calculation as to how much stuff they're making. Like the whole point behind the concept of having a certain amount of science per second across sciences is that the whole base is doing that, right? That the base is putting out a certain amount of the sciences. You also need to consume that level of sciences to keep it all flowing. And I don't like the fact that this is now not taking in basic tech cards. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. It is very much a problem in my mind. I consider that a fault, complete fault, with this mod set that it would do that. Because it makes this completely superfluous now, having basic tech cards in here. The solution, mind you, is to simply void the basic tech cards and any other tech cards that you are producing. It means that if your only intention is to get the end screen, if that's the only thought in your mind is just get to I1, you can very realistically make the tech cards at the beginning, and then once you get all through the techs that use those tech cards, you can stop producing and delete the previous production. But I don't see the point. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. There we go. We're all upgraded with the new advanced labs. Let's go place some buildings. Now, this is going to be a specific amount of production. We're going to look at not 60, but like 1. That's why I have 4 here. We're going to go ahead and pin that, even though I don't need to pay attention to anything else besides the final products here. So, this is going to be a rather large train station, bringing 4 items in and providing 1 item out. That is going to be feeding 4 research servers. That's it. That's all. That's what it's gonna do. What it's designed for. It's glorious. Magnificent, even. And we're gonna do this over here. On the opposite side of the train tracks. Because reasons. Because I feel like it, that's why. Because there's more room, essentially, to build in here. Hello, Ollie. Ollie brought me... He's playing with like a balled up piece of paper. He brought me his balled up piece of paper, and then went off with it to do what he will do. Hope I have enough stuff. Because I totes need to copy all of that and add that down. Oh, I'm out of power poles. Give me power poles. I like power poles. Power poles are awesome. Why are there so many? I don't need those. Off we go. Get back in the vehicle. Glorious robots. Build. Build for me all the stuffs. What I would actually like is a bigger construction radius around me, but oh well. Maybe eventually. So, utility science is going to give us some very, very nice stuff. Very, very nice stuff. What is that very, very nice stuff? Well, it's going to give me a lot of... it's going to give me access to the requester boxes, and that is the main thing, is getting access to the requester boxes. That is number one on the priority list. I want all of the robot network stuff going, capable of going, because our next agenda will be the bot mall. That's going to be next, followed by production science, and all of the stuff involved in production science. I don't think I need to add anything actually for purple science. I can almost just get production science. It is here. It's uranium, so I have to do U-238 production. Otherwise, I basically have everything. Basically have everything produced for this. Productivity module level 1s only get used here, I think. Yeah, they get used there only. The level 2s don't get used for anything. The level 3s don't get used for anything. It's the speed modules I'm more concerned about, how many things they're getting used for. In particular, the rocket control units, as well as assembling machine 3s. The speed module 2 gets used for mall stuff, and that's getting used for mall stuff again. Cool. Cool. That's interesting. All the way up to Mark 4. Any hoozle. That's gonna take a while to get through, I would imagine. I'm gonna place my research servers right here. I will actually output on the top. And have 2 belts in. Alright, so the amount of blank tech cards is twice as much as anything else, so what I want is to have the blank tech cards be on the inside lane, along with anything else. Doesn't really matter too awfully much. I'm going to go over and copy this, and paste it down there and there. Get rid of those extra doohickeys. So you are going to be supplying utility TC1. This will be R blank TC at utility TC1. Yes, this will be rocket fuel, R rocket fuel at utility TC1. R LDS at utility TC1. And R blue circuits at utility TC1. Excellent. That is those. That is those. Interesting, there's the AI core, which I guess is the next level of circuit, technically. Is how I'll think of it, and that's going to probably use the Immersite stuff. This is the rocket fuel, and this is the blank tech cards, which are here. Good. This is going to be from all the way over here. input, input. There we go. And then the locomotive and cargo wagons. May need to pick up more cargo wagons at some point. You know what? Here, have some rocket fuel. Am I still carrying any rocket fuel on me? Not on me? Vehicle? Rocket fuel. Have some rocket fuel. Just a little bit. I also need to change the name of these to D rocket fuel. Not D rocket fuel, D utility TC1. And apparently I need to add that. You may leave. You may escape. There you go. So, utility. Supply to depot. Full cargo and circuit condition. The full cargo is going to be defined as probably just 100 units of the item of utility tech cards. Yeah, it's going to take a while, or maybe 120, exactly 2 minutes worth of production. That'll be these guys, greater than or equal to 120. Get rid of that. Auto magic. Oh, it has to do the stupid loopy thing. That's the stupid loopy thing, by the way. The incredibly stupid loopy thing. I don't know why it does this occasionally, but hey, it does it occasionally. It also wants to go to the fuel stop. That's fine. I am okay with this. Let us give power. Give power. And once you get a bit of the rocket fuel, you'll be good to go. Speaking of the rocket fuel, are you on your way? Yes, you are. Right next door. Come here, rocket fuel! Down it goes. Down it goes. It feels so good to be at the utility science level already. It's only been 32.5 hours! Oh, boy. Yeah, I play slow. And at relatively larger scale. It could be done a lot faster than this, but, whatever. I need to drink some water. Animations! Glorious animations. And that is our greater than 0 amounts of utility tech cards. Oh boy. Up to 1 per second of them. I can now officially start working on a utility science tech of choice. That's going to be this one. This alone is what I want, as well as the personal roboports. That would be great. I can get some other useful stuff, like the robot speed upgrade, 2 levels of the robot speed upgrade, which is more than I was expecting. That'll be another 45 and 55 bonus over base. Let's see. A lot of the other stuff now is going to be also using production science, so I will need to work on that. I can absolutely get the rocket control unit stuff, but everything after this is going to use production science, so let's keep that in mind. I cannot pick up the next level of mining productivity until I also have production science. There's this advanced additional electric engine that I'm not going to care about, along with the exoskeleton. I'm not going to care about that too awfully much either, even though it is a 40% movement speed bonus that I could just make on demand. No, I'm not gonna worry about that at this moment in time. What I will worry about, however, is getting into expert inventory size. 1, 2, 3, 4 when I can. That's rather important. I would say more inventory. I want a scroll bar. I want a scroll bar on my inventory. Let's just pay attention here to the amount of stuff going in. Theoretically, it's 2 minutes worth of stuff per train. And all I need to do now is define this as being from D utility TC1. That's it. We're done. We are completely done. So now I can actually start getting to work on the bot mall. But first has to come the logistic system tech. And as you can see, that's 250 units of utility tech cards. I'm telling my train to move at 120, so it's going to take 3 trips with the train to get this right now. Unless I were to do something a little bit on the interesting side. With a few units of electric circuits, I can now add productivity onto my labs. And that's what I'll do, is I will grab iron or grab these, grab some of these, get some wonderful productivity modules going. Now I need more of something. Electronic components. Oh, well, those are right next door. Hi! There you go. All the things. Then it's more circuits, I think. More green circuits. All the green circuits. This will be one of the first things I end up doing with the bot mall, is just setting up a whole bunch of productivity modules. But for this moment in time, it is rather important to do exactly this that I'm doing right now. To get productivity placed onto my labs. Especially since I've upgraded the labs. I don't know if the upgraded labs have multiple module slots. Or more than 2. That's a great question that I do not know the answer to because I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention to that. Let's go and have a look at this. The tech isn't moving yet, so the train has not come here yet. Or at least the stuff hasn't moved all the way yet. But we shall soon see logistic systems start to move. It started to move, dang. We're gonna have to wait for at least one additional doohickey. Alright, we can actually see the animation here on these. They still are 2 module slots, which is a little bit of a shame. But getting that bit of productivity on these, it does make them slower, yes, but it also does mean that the science goes just that much further, 12% further for every pair of modules. That's rather important. That might actually be more important to have it down at the end, right? First, with all this really slow production here on my handcrafting. Oh, wells. Oh, wells. Yeah, there we go. More. I said more. Might actually be better just to have the, have it more like this so that it's spread out a bit. Anyway. We're losing track of time. It has been half an hour in this video thus far. We have done the main goal for the day. From here, it's not as structured for the remaining goals, but yeah, I will need to get into uranium processing. The issue with uranium processing is that it's going to require centrifuges, and centrifuges will require concrete, which is one thing I am not currently making, because concrete will require iron ore, as well as stone bricks and water to make the concrete. I suppose it would be in our best interest to go ahead and take care of this little issue now, so that I can at least grab concrete and handcraft some centrifuges, so that in our next episode, we can start to begin working on that. So right over here, I have some spare iron ore, which I will go ahead and siphon off a bit of that iron ore to make myself concrete. Now, this is only going to produce 0.75 per building, which is why I'm going to do... which is why I'm going to do this and have a few of them. Just a few of them. And they'll share stuff. This will be half iron. And the other half is stone brick, and I'll bring the stone brick down from where I have my stone brick. It'll just be a full belt line all the way from the primary supply on the bus. There you go. Ta-da! Just add water, he says, as he doesn't have any deep water wells. Let's grab a few of those, shall we? From the mall. I'm okay leaving the car behind. It's just gonna add a couple extra minutes to this episode. Let's not be too worried about that. You all love time, right? More time spent. We have the tech. Glorious. So I know what we're doing next time. Oh, I know what we are doing next time. We have these beautiful requester chests. I'm actually gonna just go ahead and stop making so many of these for the moment, so that I can instead make a whole bunch of providers and a whole bunch of requesters. Oh boy. And I'll also need to make a bunch of logistic robots, but we'll soon be getting to that. That'll be a lot of what we do next time. A lot of what we do next time. Give me some power. Okay, this will go this way, I suppose. And into a box. Into a beautiful box. We need lots of concrete for the stuffs. I will note, however, that I could very well just do this in my mall, because I have iron ore being provided on my train network. I have stone bricks being provided on my train network. I can set this up in my mall, but this is just to have something to work with here at the start, so that I don't need to wait around a whole bunch to make the centrifuges, which will need lots of steel and lots of iron as well, because they use tons of resources. Tons and tons and tons of resources. But anyway, with that, folks, as I have a look to begin making these, oh boy, electric engine units. I'm gonna steal some electric engine units right quick. Yeah. If I don't have any in my vehicle, which I don't. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video and the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. You can, of course, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat for the amount of time that I'll still be streaming. And you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will, of course, return next time to do the bot mall. I will see you all then.